Is it possible to add £15,000 to the value of a house in just 3 days? Well, stay with us, because that is exactly what we are going to try and do.
Coming up today, the team take on a family home that looks like student digs.
Oh, gosh. I'll tell you what, this house is a mess, isn't it?
The clock's ticking.
45 minutes you have to finish!
And the heat is on.
No, it wasn't an accident, you're just being clowns.
We're not ready, you don't get paid.
That's right, if they don't add £15,000, the team won't get paid.
The new valuation is... Hello and welcome to the Renovation Game, the show where each day our design and build team take on someone's house and try to add £15,000 to its value. But there's a catch. If they don't add the full amount, they don't get paid for all the hard work they've done. No win, no fee. And we give them just £3,000 and 3 days to achieve their goal.
Today, we're in Yeovil, Somerset. The top 2 floors of this Edwardian end of terrace are home to single mum Rachel and her 2 boys, 4-year-old Thomas and 2-year-old James. She bought the rundown maisonette 5 years ago with her husband. The intention was to develop it and sell it on, but then the children came along and the marriage ended, leaving Rachel and the boys living in what looks like a student hovel.
I really do want to do up my house, but my finances are the biggest issue. Being a single parent, I only work part-time because my children are the most important part of my life, so I haven't had the spare money to do it. But those purely and simply financial reasons for not continuing any further.
Rachel juggles childcare, the housework and a part-time job in a fast food restaurant. All her savings have gone on roof repairs, double glazing and a new central heating system. And her funds have been completely wiped out. The kitchen is a disaster zone. There's nowhere near enough storage and the cupboards there are on their last legs.
It looks big, but there's hardly any work surface and there's not many cupboards, so I struggle to fit everything in. Hence all the clutter and everything up on top of all my cupboards. I hate it.
And the kitchen isn't the only thing she hates.
I really, really hate the old fireplace in my bedroom. It's horrible. It's got no purpose, there's no reason for it to be there. So that is one of my big hates.
Anything else?
I hate my flooring. Absolutely hate my carpets. It was a ridiculous idea to put in cream carpets.
They wear cream. Maybe there's something she likes about the bathroom.
The suite as itself is okay, it's functional, it works, but I have no shower.
And the verdict?
And I hate it.
Thought so.
And it'd just be so nice to have a shower.
But despite her seeming hatred of everything in the house, it's her first property and she can't imagine them living anywhere else.
It's just quirky. No one else has got a house like this. And it just works for us. For my little family, it just works. Good boy.
Before the Renovation Game team set to work, 3 estate agents arrive to value the property.
Got wallpaper peeling off, and I guess from a safety point of view, you certainly need some attention here on the stairs and the railings.
1 bathroom, speaks for itself.
Again, we've got a really good sized room here, but it's just full of, well, junk for want of a better word. The kitchen really is the heart of the home and it is just a dumping ground, quite frankly.
Plasterwork needs doing, carpet desperately needs replacing, and general spruce up with plasterwork on the stairwell as well, I think.
Time for the all-important valuations.
I'd expect to achieve around £75,000.
I would say that this property would be worth £73,000.
I would value this property currently at £70,000.
The average valuation works out at £72,700. Now it's time for today's Renovation Game team to add 15 grand to this masonette. Otherwise, they won't get paid. Foreman Paul Puccioni, otherwise known as Pooch, has 25 years' experience in the building trade. Marcel, or Mars to his mates, was born and bred in South Africa. He's an all-rounder and loves his power tools. Handyman Huntley is the joker in the pack and a jack of all trades. And finally, Debbie is the designer and responsible for the overall look of the property.
Here we go. The dream team. I had a bad dream last night. They were it. Good morning, all. How are you?
Morning, Simon.
Are you ready for this?
Yes, as
Another
always.
day, another challenge. We have had 3 independent estate agents value this place. The average valuation is £72,700.
What?
What?
72,000?
Yeah.
This is a masonette.
Are we going to raise the first floor flat?
Are we going to raise it by 15 grand?
Well, that is a question for you all to ask yourselves, isn't it?
Are you mad?
Do you know what?
It is a beautiful kind of period, maybe Edwardian property, this absolutely fabulous place. But while you're still trying to work out what a masonette is, why don't you go and have a look? You'll know then, won't you? You just get in and have a look.
I don't know where we are. Where are
You're
we?
in Yeovil. Whilst they clear the head, shall we go meet the owner?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
What a day this is going to be.
Oh, gosh. I'll tell you what, this house is a mess, isn't it?
Bro, it's like someone's gutted the place before we've even come in here.
Is this about creating a show home or a practical living space for a family?
I've got 2 small children, so it's got to be practical. It's got to be a space we can live in.
We've got to make it, we've got to add the value, first of all, because that's what we're here
Without
for.
doubt.
But also, we do want to make it a practical living space for you, but we also want to enhance your lifestyle as well as add the value.
How are we going to enhance the lifestyle? Pooch?
Reconfiguration.
Yes, we like that word today, don't we?
We do, yes.
Reconfiguration of the rooms.
Bathroom needs a lot of work.
Oh, my
I
God.
hope your tiling's better than this, Huntley.
Them tiles got to come off, mate. The bath panel needs to be sorted, the floor needs to be sorted, the walls needs to be painted, the damp needs to be sorted, the
Maybe
ceiling needs to be sorted.
Boxing in.
I'm not too worried about the boxing in, mate, because that's just the least of my worries in this bathroom.
Is there anything particularly that you really want doing?
I'd love a shower. Having just a bath is very hard work.
Oh, well,
I'll have to save up for that one then.
You want a practical living space? You're a practical person.
Most of the time, and I'm definitely willing to help and try and give it a go.
I have just found you a volunteer.
I've got a paintbrush for you.
Right, you go find the guys
Yeah,
then.
let's do it.
Let's get
It's 5
started.
now, let's get going.
The team has just 3 days and a £3,000 budget to completely overhaul this property. If they have any chance of adding £15,000, they must reconfigure the living space. The masonette is set over 2 floors. The second floor is a loft room currently used as the living room, but this will become a master bedroom. The built-in storage will be removed to reveal the chimney breast, and the room will be redecorated from floor to ceiling to give a luxury living space. Downstairs, there's the bathroom, kitchen, 2 bedrooms and the dining room. The boys will move into the front bedroom. Their old room will become the living room and the dining room will become a 3rd bedroom. The soon-to-be living room is currently where the boys sleep, but it's bursting with period character. There's a stunning Edwardian fireplace in there somewhere, and the team want to set it free. Most of the budget will go on new carpet and furniture, so they're going to keep the old bathroom suite, but everything else will be completely revamped with a shower added. The kitchen will also get a complete facelift. The old units will be refurbished and fresh flooring and a wooden worktop installed. It will also get a new fan oven. In the new boys' bedroom, the hideous old fireplace will be removed and the uninspiring magnolia walls made more contemporary. A complete freshen up in the hallway will pull everything together.
Right, guys, jobs. Moz, like you in the kitchen.
We're totally gutting it.
No, it's a makeover. Worktops, new oven, bits and pieces.
Okay.
You'll
We're
like
gonna be
it.
painting the units, so it's going to look great.
Reconfiguring what we've got. Huntley,
Yes, mate.
bathroom. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Some nice plans for that. Debs and I are going to be upstairs.
We're going to knock out the partitioning wall. Have you seen?
Yeah,
the trusses there?
we said there was going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, there is a lot of work there, so I think we better get on with it. What do you
Yeah,
reckon?
get on with it.
Let's get on with it.
Yeah, you
And
ready?
you're not 3 days in that bathroom, by the way.
Listen, if I'm working in the
One
bathroom, no one's
day.
allowed inside. That's what I'm going to say.
I'm going in
For 3
there
days.
now.
Yeah.
You're in the bathroom, no one will want to come inside.
That's good.
Absolutely.
That's good.
This project is mammoth. They'll have their work cut out to meet the deadline in just 3 days. Rachel's already started the clear-up mission. She'll be sticking around in the early stages to help out.
Jim Jam, come here, baby.
It's day 1 renovating Rachel's masonette in Yeovil, Somerset. She bought the home with her husband as a development project, but the couple split up, leaving her and their 2 boys living in a property that's far from home sweet home. In order to raise the value by £15,000, the team have a plan to reconfigure the whole property, but it's already leaving designer Debbie a bit confused.
This is called
A bedroom.
bedroom 2. 2.
Yep.
Yeah, bedroom. It's bedroom 2. That's going to be the living room. Okay. That's going to be the living room and dining room. This is going to be bedroom 2. That's bedroom 3, and the master bedroom is bedroom 1.
She makes it up as she goes.
She does.
The first major job is to clear the furniture to give them some space, but this is eating up valuable time. While they are going to recycle and refurbish as much as possible, some of it has seen much better days, and there's nothing for it but to chuck it out.
Right.
I didn't mean literally, Huntley.
That was you, Huntley.
That was you.
No.
That was you. That was you.
Let's just say it was like that.
Pooch. Yes, mate. Photo that.
Pooch will not be impressed if he finds out what they've done, but the terrible twosome have a plan to blame it on him.
Stand back there.
Okay.
All right, don't let this hit anything else.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Steady.
Go.
Go.
Oh, Pooch!
Pooch, look what you've done.
Pathetic.
Did that just happen?
Yeah.
You did it.
Listen.
It was an accident.
No, it wasn't an accident. You're just being clowns.
No, it was an accident. It was a genuine accident.
It was.
Right, okay, that's coming out of the budget, but then it's coming out of your pockets, and that money's going to charity, okay? It's just ridiculous. Let's get some gloves on, let's get that cleared up, and I'll have to reglaze that this morning. Hey! You clown!
This place is a death trap.
The team hasn't time to mess around. There are 6 rooms and a hallway to overhaul.
Hey, love it, love it.
So while the team cause mayhem and rip Rachel's place to bits, I've taken a stroll just 2 streets away to view a first floor apartment, which is currently on the market for $88,950, so just under $17,000 more than Rachel's place. First thing you notice, it's certainly not Edwardian, but what I'm interested in is what they've done inside to add the extra value. Exactly like our place, as soon as you come in the front door, you are faced with the staircase. Straight into the kitchen at the top of the stairs, which is a bit smaller than Rachel's apartment, except here they have maximised the space in every possible way, all in great order, everything you could possibly want. Next to the kitchen, bedroom number 1, a child's bedroom. Slight difference here, it's full of toys, but all the toys have their own place. Into the master bedroom, again, beautifully decorated. We have a built-in wardrobe, again, maximising space. This is the standard of the finish they've got to acquire. The bathroom is basic, but really well decorated. And the big advantage this place has, unlike Rachel, who doesn't have a shower, here they have one over the bath. I think that is an absolute must. And finally, the living room, which means we are lacking a whole bedroom here. But look at this place. Again, beautifully decorated right up to the moment. And note, the children's toys are tucked away tidily in the corner. The place is in great condition. So, in summary, here we have an immaculately presented first floor apartment, but it only has 2 bedrooms, whereas Rachel's has 3, and it's about half the footprint. Plus, of course, it has none of the original features that Rachel's place has. And I think they are the key, because around here, they are much sought after. The team have really got to highlight the period charm of Rachel's place, and if they do so, they won't be far off making target.
If they are going to add that £15,000, there's a lot of work to do. Huntley is attacking the bathroom.
This is going to be a nightmare.
He's taking off the tile the old-fashioned way with a hammer and chisel. He'll be here until next century at this rate. Next door in the kitchen, Mars has an unfair advantage. His trusty power tools are making life a breeze.
It's ripping out really easy.
And he doesn't have to put up with people needing to use the loo.
How long are you going to pay?
Ali?
Yes, mate.
Instead of moaning, we've got plenty. Come and help me and Moz in here.
I'm a one-track mind, man. My mind's in the bathroom.
Come on.
My mind's in the bathroom. Simon, do you want to use the bathroom?
No thanks, mate. Each room needs a lick of paint and the team has paid for a decorator out of its budget. The dining room turn bedroom is about to get a new look. Rachel's invited her friend Sarah over to help. They're dying to see what colour Debbie's chosen.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a really nice colour.
Yeah. I was toying between like duck egg and sunshine yellow, if we're in here anyway, but I was thinking of painting it as my dining room. But blue is good for a bedroom.
It is. It's a very good, nice.
It's a very light room, so it'll,
nice calming,
dark.
nice calming colour as well. Cool, but calm.
For Debbie, there's more to choosing colour than meets the eye.
And what I always do with my colour schemes is make sure that I have colour flow going throughout the whole house.
Ooh.
So the boys' room is going to be sort of this colour blue with splashes of red, accents of red. And then I remember you saying that your favourite colour was raspberry, wasn't it? So in your living room, it's going to be quite light, but with accents of raspberry. And then upstairs...
Accents, splashes, it's all double Dutch to Rachel. She only speaks Magnolia.
My first bit of colour in my house.
In the bathroom, at last Huntley has removed all the necessary tiles. He's also removed some of the plaster though, and he's patching up. But he's feeling incredibly confident.
There is a lot to do in 3 days, and at the same time, it is a good house. But I would say it's an easy house to put value on because there's nothing here. There's nothing here, and there's a lot of work. So spend some time on the bathroom, kitchen, tidy up the bedrooms, create a living room, and then you're looking at a good value. I think we're going to break records on this one. Remember I said that.
Don't worry, we will, Huntley.
Huntley?
Yeah?
But while Huntley thinks about making pennies, Pooch is dying to spend one.
Can I use the loo, mate?
No, you can't use the loo.
Oh, come on.
No, I've got work to do.
I'm dying to go.
Number 1 or number 2?
Oh, don't worry.
Poor Pooch, I'll help him out.
You know what I mean?
Huntley,
Yeah?
can I ask a serious question?
What's that?
Out here. About your skills.
Stand by, Pooch.
Down here, but all this mess.
And run.
Yeah? So what's going on with this?
Talk about gullible. Mars is the only one not messing around. He's taken the kitchen doors up into the loft and he's giving them a new lease of life with a fresh coat of paint. He's keeping his head down after this morning's broken glass incident. Talking of which, outside in the courtyard, an emergency glazer has turned up. Pooch decided he didn't have time to do it himself and the cost will come out of Huntley's wages. Huntley is helping to convert the living room in the loft into a bedroom, which means removing the dated built-in storage.
Cool.
It's been masking an interesting chimney breast, and there's nothing like an interesting chimney breast to create a focal point. Making the most of natural features like this are a must when trying to increase a house value.
Debs,
Oh, wow.
what do you think?
That's good. I love it because it's symmetrical to the room as well.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be offset.
Yeah,
but,
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That looks great. Here's some water.
Thank you very much.
Debbie's designer brain is whirring with creativity.
What are you standing on? Floorboards?
Yes.
They look quite good. What do you reckon?
Do you know, for the first time, I would like to actually say, let's get this carpet ripped up and see what it's like underneath.
Yeah, well, it's hardboard there, which will have been protecting it, so I reckon they'd be quite good.
I do. Wouldn't this look fantastic painted?
I was thinking the same thing. Would you be happy with that?
I'd absolutely love that in this room. And, you know, sometimes, I don't agree with painting
sure.
of floors,
Yeah.
but this, let's hope, fingers crossed, the rest of the rooms like it.
Well, there's so much light in this room, I just think it'd look fantastic.
Yeah, it would.
A white, off-white, something like that?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's hope the rest of the floors like it.
Original wood floors are a great selling point, especially in period homes. If you have the time, money and the inclination, sanding and varnishing can give beautiful results. Floors get a lot of wear. The more coats of varnish you add, the better. If you are painting them, use a proper floor paint, which will be less likely to mark and chip. Exposing floorboards can be noisy and not as cosy as carpet, so think about the suitability for each room. If you have neighbours living below you, check your lease as some will not allow exposed floorboards. As Rachel has her own living space below, it's okay for Pooch to remove the carpet. The hardboard should have protected the floor.
They look all right, don't they? What my concern was yeah, that they would be totally discoloured. I mean, there's a bit of paint on them now, but I think it needs to be fine. Quick sand, and I think they'll sprout fine. They look good. And they're nice wide boards as well. They're wider than normal 6 inches, so they look good. I'm happy.
But Pooch may not be smiling for long.
Dad?
Downstairs in the bathroom, Huntley is not happy with the tiling design.
Pooch, where are we tiling?
I told you, we are tiling up to here,
yeah,
and along under there.
And that's it?
That's it.
Yeah. Why not tile this bit as well?
Because it'll look heavy over the top of the window.
And can we just say, Pooch just said tile to there.
Yeah.
Why are you questioning it?
Good, I think it'll look better for the sake of just...
Well, no, it's...
2 foot by a foot, you might as well tile there and go straight down there.
Huntley, you plaster, I design,
Yeah.
Pooch is the boss.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm the boss, but Pooch
I think
he is.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but
yeah.
we've all got our own little projects. I always like to interject just a little bit of ink onto this project in the bathroom.
Yeah, but it can't be there.
No.
Why can't it be there?
Because it would look bad.
I don't think it would.
Previously, that's exactly how it was. It was
Yeah,
over the
it's
top,
awful.
and it didn't look good.
Huntley, it's
so
not happening.
James has chosen a great colour, and the paint's coming over the top. It'll
we
really
need more
brighten
colour.
up.
We don't want to draw attention to the bath all the time. Let's
And
not
to
him
the
in the
splash
bathroom
there.
this time.
Yeah, we'll leave you in here now. We
Yeah.
don't want to come in.
Huntley will be in big trouble if he goes off-piste. The first day is drawing to a close. It's been a day of pulling to bits and making good. But everyone seems to be in fine fettle.
Yeah. Are you happy with progress?
Yeah, I'm quite happy with the progress. There's still a lot to do, but I'm loudly confident.
Feeling positive, that's what I like to hear. Cheers, get on with it.
But there is something on my mind.
Huntley,
Yes, mate.
quick question.
What's that?
Are you putting a new bathroom suite in?
No.
I think you need a white suite and a separate shower cubicle is what I think.
That
In a
did
big
cross-
space like that.
It did cross my mind, but Pooch is the one you need to speak to.
We're working with what we've got and the budget we've got. So I think once we put the tiles in, nice mosaics that we've got, I think we'll be all right.
All I will say is there have been times in the past when other design and build teams didn't listen to me, and they're the ones that went home with empty pockets.
Because Simon said...
Well, the proof will be in the pudding in 2 days' time.
Okay, sorry.
So,
I'll mind
on
my
our
own
heads be
business.
it.
I will mind my own business, guys. I'll mind my own business.
Let's hope for their sake they're right. It's day 2 of the renovation game in Yeovil, Somerset. In an attempt to add £15,000 to the value of this maisonette, the team is attempting to not just make over the property, but reconfigure its living space in just 3 days. If they don't hit the valuation target, they don't get paid. The team stayed late last night and they're back early. But things aren't going so smoothly in the bathroom, where Huntley has ignored Pooch and Debbie's orders about the tiling.
It looks awful, doesn't it?
When I came in last night, he'd done to there when we told him to tile.
No.
And I said, get that off, please. And he said, no, I'm going to have to leave it like that now. I said, right, okay. I just thought, it looks bad, but I can live with that.
Huntley!
Yeah?
Mate!
Everything's sweet. Let's get on with it then.
What did we say yesterday? About the tiles over the top.
Why did you do it? Do you think that looks good?
I think it looks
Do you think that's good?
I think it looks going to look wonderful when I finish with it, yeah. I'm tired of anything wrong with it.
Do you know this got to be laminated
Yes.
and painted? Have you seen the rest of the place?
I know there's a lot of work to be done. If we all get on with it, it'll get done. What's the problem?
Because now, what I'm going to have to do is take these tiles off.
Yeah, I'm in
I
love
think
with it,
you need
yeah.
to stick him somewhere else today, because this is a joke.
Yeah, I'm in love
It's
with
a
it, yeah.
joke.
Red card. You're out of here.
No.
You're out
Out.
of here now.
No.
Go on.
Out.
Upstairs,
Yeah,
Huntley.
Go.
Upstairs.
To get the look he wants, Pooch has to remove the wayward tiles and scrape off the adhesive. Banished from the bathroom, Huntley has been sent to the loft, where an old sink and tiles need removing.
How old are these tiles? Ooh.
Huntley's still happy, despite the fact he's put the team behind. But down in the kitchen, Mars is feeling the strain.
Things are just dragging a bit. Not going as fast as they should.
Morning, Mars.
How's it, Si?
How are you? You okay?
Yeah, cool, and you?
How's it going?
Yeah, get in there. We're slowing down the pace a little bit. Well, I am.
What's slowing down the pace?
Yeah, I'm getting depressed.
What, you stopping, you mean?
No, I'm just depressed today.
What's up?
I don't know the spark. Maybe it's because you haven't been here.
I'm here now.
I love it.
Come on, let's fire things up, Mars. Let's get going.
Moving wardrobe.
What's
That'll be
going
me
on?
working.
Morning, all.
Morning, Simon. How you doing, mate?
I'm not bad at all, Huntley. Not bad at all. You can just about squeeze past that, can't you?
Yeah. Not fat like you, mate.
How's it going?
Not too good at the moment, mate.
Can I just say, I'm holding this wardrobe, this end.
Morning,
so,
Sarah.
morning! So just talk while you're moving.
Yeah. Basically, I've been red carding from the bathroom. Have you heard?
No.
Oh, I've been red carding, mate.
I'm keen to see if Pooch is back on track in the bathroom.
Pooch.
He hasn't got time to waste.
So, I've scraped him off this morning and I've banished him from the room.
But the tiling could be the least of their worries. I think they've made another problem for themselves by not ditching the old suite.
Sticking with the original suite, yeah?
Got to, mate, got to. Budget, you know.
Personally, I would put a white suite in.
So would I if I had the money.
It's approaching mid-afternoon, and for once, Huntley is getting on quietly. He's found yet more dodgy old plasterwork that needs patching up. The team is reconfiguring the whole of this property. Upstairs, the loft will become Rachel's master bedroom, and downstairs, her old bedroom will become a room for her two young boys. The first job is to get rid of more dirty cream carpet. There's only one place for this, the skip. I said skip, not jump. And with the carpet binned, they can remove that dodgy old fireplace.
Hey, look at that, you're right, it was disconnected.
It's been Rachel's bugbear since she moved in.
Do you want some masks for the
I'll
dust?
wave goodbye to it as we go.
Bye! Oh, I can't believe that's going.
Well, you've always put it back, you know.
No! I never want to see one of those things in my life.
It's time for me to escape the chaos and go shopping. Designer Debbie has given me some money to buy a chair for the new master bedroom, but not any old chair. I'm going with Rachel and her friend Sarah to help them choose.
Right, come on in. This is whereabouts we're going to be looking.
Okay.
There's a couple of bits of information you need. First of all, maximum budget, £150. You're just looking for one chair. It's to go with a lovely dressing table that Debbie has got for your new space, for Rachel's space, right? Now think kind of maybe black and white colour scheme, but the one thing she did say to me is glam. This is your moment of glam. This is the thing that is going to bling out at you in the room.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Have a look around. I know that Debbie's got something in mind, but let's see what you fancy yourselves first. Off you go.
Okay.
Debbie hopes they will buy a black velvet number complete with diamantes, but it's not catching Rachel's eye. Maybe if I sit on it, she'll get the message.
Look at us, like three wise monkeys. Well, why do you have to sit in it? See, I don't understand this dressing table kind of chair stuff going on. So we have to try them out, do we, as well? It's not just
I
about
need
look.
to make sure they're nice and comfy.
Okay.
You know, if you're going to sit there and...
Well, I have been
spend
trying this
hours
one out
doing
for
it.
some time now, and it is fairly comfy. Yeah.
Tried my best, but Rachel's looking elsewhere.
It's comfy, but I'm not a fan of the silver.
Rachel's not into painted wood, so she's back to Debbie's choice.
I really like this one,
Yeah.
but I also like the colour over there. And until I know what my bedroom's going to look like, how can I choose the colour that's going to match and fit in?
Well, what I do know, and I don't know much more than you, is that it's going to be black and white. So if that's the case, this would go, but then so would a splash of colour.
Yeah, I just don't know what my duvet cover's going to look like, or if it's going to have any colour in. I think I'm going to have to go with this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
I think so, yeah.
Do you agree, Sarah?
Yeah.
It looks kind of luxurious.
Well, I'll let you into a little secret. You're going to make our designer very happy indeed, because she told me I had to try and kind of push you towards the black velvet one with the diamante studs in. I believe that's what we're sitting on, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yes.
At least Debbie will have something to smile about now.
Hey, Debbie!
Oh,
I've got something for you.
I can't believe it.
Do you want the good news? I
That's
believe...
exactly it. That
Listen.
bit of glam look.
You know why she didn't like the others?
Why?
She doesn't like painted wood.
Debbie is planning to paint the loft floorboards white. There's no time to sand and varnish, so when Rachel returns in 24 hours, she could be in for a shock. The whole 2 floors of the maisonette are in turmoil, and things are falling even further behind. The team has taken on a massive project here. There are 6 rooms to do up, and as a consequence, they are drowning. The boys' bedroom will give anyone bad dreams, and the living room isn't fit for living in. The only person who's on schedule is Mars. With no budget for a whole new kitchen, he's having to keep as much as the old one as possible. He's cutting the new worktop to fit the old sink.
It's not my choice, though. I'm just the hired helper. I do what my boss tells me.
There's also no money for a new bath panel, so Pooch is making his own.
They look alright, don't they?
Debbie, meanwhile, is creating matching headboards for the boys.
That's what I like to see, a woman ironing.
I know my place, Huntley.
Yeah.
These homemade extras are all very well, but they're eating up valuable time. And as day turns into night, my concern as to whether they'll meet their deadline is growing.
There isn't one single room finished that I can see. The bathroom, they need to fit the shower, they need to do the cove-in, they need to do the floor. I really want them to succeed here because this is such a lovely property, but it's going to be about those details, getting it all finished in time. I think they're going to be here quite late.
Coming up, Pooch finds himself against the clock.
You have exactly 1 hour. Your time starts now.
Let's go.
It's the third and final day in Yeovil. The Renovation Game team is attempting to overhaul this maisonette to increase its value by £15,000 or they won't get paid.
Oh, that's close!
They're making over every single room. But right now, it's looking very unlikely they'll finish on time. Pooch is laying new flooring in the bathroom and his head is spinning.
Busy, busy. This floor to go down, that floor to go down, carpets coming along, and banisters. Go on, let me get on with some work.
The rest of the house is a hive of activity. Huntley is ripping up the rest of the carpets, and Maz is fighting with the sash windows. Mending those is tricky. Everyone's frantic apart from Debbie. She's in the living room and in her element painting the original Edwardian fireplace.
God, this is such a great find. It really is beautiful. It's very rare that you find them in this condition these days. This is brilliant. As soon as you walk in the room, this is what you're going to look at.
Well, Debbie's certainly chipper this morning. I wonder if everyone else is as happy.
Hi, guys.
I'm sorry.
Right. How are you doing? Stop what you're doing a sec, Mars. How are you doing?
Yeah, tip top, thank you.
Yeah. Things coming on in here?
Yeah, last day and I'm more confident.
Yeah. Listen, how can you work in this chaos?
Hey, you should have seen it this morning. It took me an hour to clean this place out.
What, you cleaned up?
Yeah, this is clean compared to what it was. The whole floor was just covered in
Remind me never to get you around to my house to clean the kitchen.
So, despite everything, the team seem happy. But happiness isn't going to get the decorating done. There are so many jobs to do, and in the loft, I'm worried that the patching up on the chimney breast is showing through the paint.
What's this?
Well, that's from the new plaster.
Okay.
So, the only way to... It's just drying out. Is that going to...
Dry by the time people get here?
Will it dry and... Because it looks like it's staining.
No, just dry
It
out.
won't stain?
You watch it, it'll get smaller and smaller as it dries.
You can't leave it like that, though.
Yeah, I didn't finish this bit of the ceiling because of that last night, so I'm hoping when I'm going to get Pooch to come up and have a look at it.
Yeah. He's quieter than Huntley anyway.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
In the hallway, the carpet fitting paid for out of their budget is well underway. And Mars is laying the rest of the new flooring.
Measure twice, cut once.
But there's one job that still hasn't been started. The staircase has no banister. It's unsafe and must be sorted. I think it'll take Pooch at least a couple of hours to do that, but he thinks differently.
Pooch!
Yeah, Simon.
Yeah. You reckon that you can do these banisters start to finish in 1 hour?
1 hour.
1 hour?
Yep.
High noon.
High noon, okay.
You have exactly 1 hour. Your time starts now.
Let's go. Nailed it first time.
Debbie is also sweating. She's trying to dress the living room.
Right, everybody! Will you get your this morning. Huntley?
Yes?
Tools, out now.
She's a typical wife.
Yeah, and you're...
Moaning,
and you're
arguing,
typical bloke.
while the men are working, doing their stuff.
For 48 hours,
Here she goes again.
I have pampered to everybody else, making
You have.
sure that everything
You have.
is all on time, carpets are here,
You have.
everything's done. All I ask is you lot to get your tools out of the lounge so I can dress it. If we're not ready, you don't get paid, so clear it.
So that's where Moz's tools went. Want a job doing, Debs? Do it yourself.
Every time it's this box comes to haunt me.
Pooch is also being haunted by the staircase.
Where's it? Where's Marlon? You nicked.
He's been in a spin with his spindles for 45 minutes, but I have to say I'm impressed so far.
You know what? I'm actually worried he's going to do this. 5 minutes to go. He's got 2 spindles to put in.
Close, is it?
It's close.
Mighty close.
Come on, Poochie boy.
Oh, it's not a bit proud, is it, mate?
That's spot on, mate.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That one will have that. It's close.
Oh, it's going to be close, this. 4 minutes to go. This is bad. I can't believe it.
You see? Yeah, I thought an hour.
57 minutes, 10 seconds. It's a victory. Now, best get painting them. The clock is still ticking.
I feel like the back end of a pantomime horse.
There are carpets still to be laid, beds to be made, and furniture to be sprayed.
Guys, 45 minutes you have to finish.
Did the acid come in for the fireplace?
Yeah, you got it. What's the paint work?
Time for those important finishing touches.
That shelf wants to go up there.
Yeah, okay.
The blinds need to go up in here.
Where's the top of the shelf?
It's in there. That needs to go.
Time is up. Time is up. Come on, out. Come on. Hello. How are you? You all right? Yeah, how are the boys?
Owner Rachel is back and keen to see the changes to her masonette.
Let's get in, come on.
The team is outside waiting to see her reactions. 3 days ago, the hallway was a corridor of doom. The carpet was ropey, the wallpaper hanging off, and the absent banister downright dangerous. It's been transformed. The walls and new carpet coordinate, and the banister is a work of art.
Come to your grand hallway.
That does look nice. I love these plants.
I had one of these when I was in school.
They always like the plants, don't they?
Never mind the plants, look at the work! Look at this.
It looks so different. It's amazing.
Our peeling wallpaper, wasn't it? That's all gone.
Oh, yeah.
So far.
The bathroom was nothing less than shocking. But it's now a delight, and even I have to admit the pale green suite looks good.
You have got a shower.
I've got a shower.
Hey!
That's the reaction you want.
Well,
See where the towels are done?
Yes.
Would you have done them like that, or would you have taken them all the way to the top?
They were to the top originally. I probably would have done them like that.
hey, Huntley. Thank you.
The kitchen was a culinary catastrophe, cluttered and clapped out. Now it's a different room, thanks to freshly painted doors and walls, a new worktop and floor, and a purpose-built breakfast bar.
In you come.
Ooh. This isn't my kitchen.
It is your kitchen.
It's not. My kitchen doesn't look like this.
What do you think?
I love it.
She looks happy as Larry.
She does, doesn't she?
And look, come.
And a bar stool for the boys to eat their breakfast. They are going to love it. They really will get very excited by that.
The boys' bedroom, once packed with toys, has become a cosy living room. At last, the original Edwardian fireplace is allowed to flaunt itself.
Come into what was the boys' bedroom, I believe.
That now looks very, very different. Definitely not a boy's bedroom anymore.
No. This is your living room. Look, this was where We really celebrated, the team really celebrated the fact that this is a lovely period property.
Yes.
Look at your focal point now. Look at that fireplace.
Oh, they've uncovered the tiles.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
I think you did a fantastic job in there. Honestly, no, it really looked great.
Rachel's cluttered bedroom looked like student digs. Now it's the perfect space for two little boys to play with their toys.
This would be the boys' bedroom.
They've definitely got space to play in here.
Haven't they just?
Oh, I love it. They're going to love it. They really, really are.
So when you think about it, we don't do that in many houses, do we? We don't change around their rooms.
No, not at all.
We're changing their life as well as the room, aren't we?
The loft used to be the living room. The built-in storage hid a chimney breast and the carpet hid a multitude of sins. Now it's a master bedroom, masterful. But Rachel's not keen on painted wood, so this could be interesting.
It's very white.
Come on, what do you think?
She doesn't like it.
I'm in shock still.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what it is.
Around how this would be a bedroom and work.
But it does, doesn't it?
Oh, doesn't it just?
A huge new bed.
Come on, what do you think about this room? Come on.
I love it. I love the space. I love everything apart from the floor.
Not keen on the floor?
Not a huge fan.
That's actually one of my favourite rooms.
Yeah.
I could have that room.
How will you feel that you will now be kind of have ownership of the biggest space in the house?
I'll probably feel guilty, but I'll enjoy it.
That's what we like. Guilty pleasure.
We did such a good job.
Yeah, we
so
are.
proud of everyone. I think we did a great job.
Yeah, well done. We
Really
always do, don't we?
Yeah. Hiya. All right. How are you?
Hello.
Nice to be home.
Yeah.
Rachel is incredibly grateful, but the Renovation Game team won't get paid unless they've added £15,000 to the value of this house. The estate agents are back, and Rachel has joined the team to see what they think of her home now.
Lack of wall units, possibly. Feels a bit sparse. Flooring good.
We put a wall unit up and it looked awful.
Yeah.
It looked awful.
It absolutely did.
Around the fireplace, great to make a feature of it. The hearth area still looks a little bit tired and tatty and could have been polished up and cleaned up quite a bit.
I love this room being the master bedroom. Obviously all the cupboards have come out there, made it a huge room. Got a superb view over here. Personally, again, you either strip the floorboards or you paint the floorboards. We've actually sort of done neither because there's still a bit of a mess.
Don't have this.
Semi-refurbished bathroom, I think. From memory, flooring's much tidier, bath panel, vast improvement, tiling, change of suite, I think would have improved it a bit more.
Agreed, yeah, we didn't have the money. We knew that. We discussed it on day one, didn't we,
Yeah,
Debs? But
we
we didn't
did.
have the money.
Time for the new valuations.
Hi fellas, you okay?
Hello.
Yeah. Thanks very much for coming back and doing the new valuations. Can I have them, please? Okay. Very interesting. And not much difference. Good for your profession, that, guys. Thanks very much. I'll go and tell the team.
The house was originally valued at £72,700. The new valuation needs to be over £87,700, otherwise the team's efforts will have been in vain.
In you come, guys.
Come on, let's get in there.
Let's get it over and done with.
Into Rachel's beautiful new bedroom.
Yes, lovely.
I know that Rachel's eternally grateful, aren't you?
Oh, very much so.
But that doesn't put money in the bank, does it?
No.
No. So, after 3 very, very hard days' work, you really have put it in here, team.
Guys done brilliantly. It's fantastic.
Has it all been for nothing?
I hope not.
Well, we have the new valuations. The old valuation was £72,700. The new valuation is £93,000. You have added £20,600. Another fantastic result for the team, and we hope we've inspired you to make improvements to your own home. Join us again on the Join us again on the renovation game when the team take on another property. Welcome!
Simon!